was a time I considered Destroy Lonely to be the worst Opium member. Not necessarily because he was just absolutely garbage, but let's be honest, Lone is a really inconsistent guy music-wise, compared to Ken and Cardi, who seem to slowly develop their sound and progress as time goes on. But I also used to unironically think Homicide Gang had the best music out of the entire Opium label, not because I thought Bino and Michi were super experimental or abstract, because they're not. Anybody who listens to them can see they're actually pretty basic, but because it was just 100% good rage music. But the past few months, that perception of them has completely changed with me. First, I know y'all heard about the allegations regarding Bino. Every day we heard about the allegations, and they still follow Bino to this day. But then they dropped this new album, Fifth Amendment, and let me tell you, the word mid doesn't even cut it. This is beyond low quality. It's a very obvious step back. This really sounds like a project any other small artist on SoundCloud could have made if they wanted to. The most generic beats I've ever heard, same flows, and for some reason Bino is still scared of Michi's lips coming anywhere close to that microphone. They have some nasty allegations and the music's getting stale. I was thinking these guys are completely losing it. But now, after seeing Summers get Jiraiya at Boxfest, while some people saw this happen and thought, finally, the underground is back, which I agree with, it has brought some energy back into the community, but think about it like this. It might be good for the underground community that thrives off of constant drama and toxicity, but is it good for the Opium label that's currently going up in mainstream status? This situation just proves to me that Homicide Gang is holding Opium back. For one, the gang activity. Now I know you might be saying, save the world, Cardi himself associates himself with that type of lifestyle. Why is it a problem if Homicide Gang is involved in the label? Well, as you can see, Homicide Gang just jumped another artist, which, let's not act like Summers really didn't deserve it. I don't know why he thought it would be okay to attack a group of 20 people. But let's say Homicide Gang gets bigger along with the Opium label, and they start interacting with bigger artists, like artists way bigger than Summers, then this is a huge problem. Hear me out on this. You see the sympathy Summers is getting now despite being in the wrong. Imagine a bigger artist getting jumped by them with like a more dedicated following than Summers, which honestly really isn't that hard. The media would be in a frenzy. Remember the Rob Stone and X situation? Yeah, nobody was on Rob Stone's side. Nobody really thinks it's cool to jump someone anymore, especially if it's a beloved artist. And another thing, I know y'all have heard about this to death, but just check out where I'm going with this. Remember when the Bino allegations first came out? The people who came out with the information said the entire Homicide crew had a history of doing that, not just Bino and Michi. So at this point, it's not just two artists that can try to meme their way out of allegations. It's an entire mob of people that can easily leave a stain on Opium's reputation as they get bigger. And again, music wise, they just need to make a massive comeback and really drop some more hits. Otherwise, combined with this other stuff, they probably will just end up falling off and or holding Opium back. Quick question for you though, how do you actually feel about the Summers and Homicide Gang situation? Some people told me they thought, like, not that it was staged, but whatever started backstage happened because they wanted to start drama and they knew it would get some mutual attention. And to be honest, it is kind of conspiracy theory-ish, but honestly, 90% of the community at this point is just paid drama and labels trying to get their artists out by any means possible. We spend a lot of time talking about artists, criticizing artists, talking about drama between artists, but we don't spend a lot of time listening to music. The character has completely outweighed the sound.